Hey, it is your girl, the one, the only, Spicy, and I am here today with another deck reading. And the question for today's reading is, well, it's not even more so a question, but I guess we're just going to be looking at how do they act versus how they really feel. So I definitely was inspired to do this reading. Just looking at an individual that I have been dealing with in my own personal life and being nosy as hell, as always. So for today's reading, I have three different deck options in front of me. I have for deck number one, I have the Mermaid Tarot, and that is accompanied by the Citrine. For deck two, I have the Cosmic Tarot, and that is accompanied by the Amethyst. And for deck number three, I have the Neo Tarot, and that is accompanied by the Rose Quartz. So before we get started, I just want to explain how this reading is going to go. You want to choose the pile that you feel like resonates with you the most. So you can pause the video now and you can choose your pile. I also had the timestamps below in the description box, so you can jump ahead to that reading when you are ready. Welcome to my channel. This is your girl Spicy, and I definitely want to thank anyone who is watching for the first time, or anybody who has been subscribed and is tuning in. I want to thank so much for the views. So let's just go ahead and get it popping. If you would like any additional information, excuse me, couldn't get my words out, about me, then make sure you check out the description box as well. You can find me on social media, and you'll also have my email address if you want to hit me up for some personal readings. So let's just go ahead and get it popping. But before we start, you already know. You already know what time it is. Let's clear it out. Let's clear the energies out with this Palo Santo. Yeah. I went on a field trip today with kids, kindergartners to be exact. And let me tell you, it was funny, it was a lot, and it was definitely very insightful. For any kindergarten teachers out there, I definitely, I really salute you, because y'all really have some strength. Like, all right, my deck one people that chose the citrine, your reading is here. I just went ahead and shuffled. So yeah, this section over here is going to be how they act, and then this is going to be how they really feel. All right. I had my rider wait for some additional clarification. All right, so how they act. I have out here the King of Wands clarified by the Page of Wands, and then I have the Three of Cups clarified by the Page of Swords. How they act. All right, so off the rip, you could be dealing with a fire sign, because I see a lot of fire energy. That's Leo, Aries, Sagittarius. Then, of course, you have the Three of Cups, water signs, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. Right off the rip, I can tell you that, like, this person that you are inquiring about or is on your mind, like, this person, it could either be one or two things. It could either be one or two things. It could either be that if you are involved with this person, the type of relationship that you have could be very sexually charged and driven, especially with the Page of Wands clarifying the King of Wands, and the Page of Wands having the ability to stand for someone who is like a player, like someone who is into like, you know, too serious about stuff. They just kind of really just want to get their rocks off. Like, um, it could either be that, or the person that you're dealing with could definitely be someone who is very creative, someone who's very opportunistic, someone who like they'll have a goal in mind, or they'll be so enamored with like a new project or whatever it is that they're doing. They could be a freelancer, definitely someone who works with like the arts and whatnot. They could be a musician, just an artist, you know, someone who, you know, is very guided by their, you know, passion in life, and they're very forward thinking when it comes to different opportunities that they want to take. So this person could definitely be someone who's definitely wrapped up, really like a go with the flow type of person, but it's like underlying all of that, there's like some real true motivation. Like they know what they're going, they know what they're doing. But when it comes to like their job, their employment, it's not something that's like so, like, I don't want to say so serious, but it's not something that's like super professional, you know, like case manager, social worker, teacher. Like this is somebody who, like 9 times out of 10 is like someone who's creative and forward thinking, someone who is like a business owner, or someone who just has various different projects that they're working on. So yeah, basically how this person acts is they're really, I don't want to call them like a bird. I don't want to call them a bird, but they're definitely like a go with the flow type of person. So if you were dealing with this person, I feel like it was like more so like a sexual type of relationship. This is someone who really, how they act for the most part is like they really like to have, you know, fun. They might, like when they're with you and they're just spending time with you, they might just be like super into you. You guys may just have like the greatest fun. This person might be really loving, just real embracing, makes you feel comfortable. But at the end of the day, like this is how they are with everybody. So I don't want to say like you're the only person that they're dating. I really don't get that vibe, or that you were the only person they dated if this was like a past type of relationship, or if you're inquiring about somebody you don't really communicate with that often. But the vibe I'm getting off of this person, how they act, is like they're just like a social, I don't want to say like a social butterfly. Yeah, social butterfly, but like this is what they spend their time doing. They spend their time socializing. They might have multiple different people that they're talking to. They may be having sexual relationships with multiple people. Is kind of what I'm getting. How they acted towards you, I don't really get this as like a serious type of energy. I just think this person has like a strong sense of like who they are through what they're doing. It's kind of what I'm getting. So this is how they act. Let's just get some more cards. But yeah, I don't really see this person taking any like serious actions towards, you know, having any type of stable relationships or anything. So the Emperor card came up. Where am I going to put this Emperor card? So here we have another fire sign too with Aries. So this kind of like, in a sense, kind of embodies like kind of what I said as far as like this person being very like motivated and supercharged. Like they kind of just go out and get what they want. So if you were someone that they were interested in at any point in time, or even right now, they may be showing you like hella interest. You know, they might really be showing up like I'm a man's man, you know, like they know what they want. They I don't want to say they're domineering, but they might be like the type of person that just kind of has to take control. Like you can see here, even with the King of Wands card, the King of Wands is like a man and it's morphed into like a shark. And you already know how sharks are. Like once they smell like blood, in a sense, it's like they're circling and they're ready to go in, like, and whatnot. So I kind of see that's how that person is. Like if they were pursuing you, or if they're pursuing you right now, or just even in how they're acting right now, they could definitely be trying to go in for the kill for real. It reminds me like one of those Taylor Swift songs when it's like, I knew you were trouble when you walked in. Like, so this person could definitely be trouble. Like, they could definitely be trouble. They could definitely be hella charismatic. They could act like that, like just real charismatic, really into you, you know, super, 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 super into you. But then at the end of the day, with this Page of Swords, it's like, what's next? What's really next? So don't mind my burnt up Four of Pentacles, like burnt up Four of Pentacles. It gives the deck some, you know, personality is kind of what I'm getting. But yeah, with that Four of Pentacles too, this person could very much, I don't want to call them like a selfish person, but they could definitely be selfish. I just gotta tell it like how it is, you know. This person could definitely be like a selfish person who kind of just is out to get what they want, and it's just what they want, you know. This could be someone, like I said, like you could be with them and they just make you feel so like loved. They make you feel so cared for, so embraced with love, and it's just, oh my God, and like you just love it so much. But then at the end of the day, they may not really have much to give, or they may not want to give you any more past that, you know. So yeah, this person, they could also be like really kind of in a sense possessive. Like they want other people to be wrapped up in them, but they don't want those people to be wrapped up with other people, you know. So it's kind of like one of those things where it's like, I want you to want me, but I don't want you to want anybody else. That type of thing. I don't want to say that this person is acting like an F-boy for real, but if you are, this is you who picked this pile. This person, like, they're definitely hella charismatic, definitely playerish. Like, they want what they want for themselves, and they don't really let up until they get what they want. Like, so whomever you're dealing with, that's how they're acting. At least that's what's coming through on these cards, is how they're acting. Let's move on to how do they feel. And this is where the F-boy comes in to the mix. So we have the Eight of Cups upright, clarified by the High Priestess. We have the Chariot card, clarified by Judgment. So already off the rip, I can tell you that this person, how they really feel is they don't really feel like having any real type of serious relationship with you, to be honest. This person, like I said, they're very much so like caught up in who they are and what they want. And if they want you, they'll show you that they want you, but then they could also possibly want other things. They're like a bird in a sense. This person's a bird. Like, they don't have issues with walking away from things that don't serve them. They don't have issues with really keeping secrets in a sense. This person is very much so like guided by, they're in touch with their intuition. I can't tell you that with this High Priestess card coming up. They're definitely in touch with their intuition. They just kind of go, like they're just the person that's here today, gone tomorrow, you know. And that's how they feel. Like, I don't think they feel like, if you were considering having some type of relationship with this person, like, I don't really think they feel as though they want to have anything stable like with you. Yeah, especially with the Judgment and the Chariot. Like, they're kind of pulled to always move forward or to always move on. It's definitely like a playerish type of energy. Like, it definitely is. It's like a real player F-boy type of energy. They just always kind of move on to the next situation, you know. They don't have issues with ending things, you know. They really don't. Like, it's crazy too, because it's Eight of Cups. Like, the mermaid is walking away from the guy, like, and he's asleep. It's like, this person could definitely be someone who comes around at night and really just doesn't want to stay. They always leaving before you get up in the morning. Just a real here today, gone tomorrow type of energy. They're always forward, moving and propelling forward. Like, they're always doing this. And this is just how their being is. I'm not going to take this. I have to honor it in the reverse. I have to honor it in the reverse. So I got the Four of Swords in the reverse. Yeah, this person, I'm not sure if they've I'm not sure if they've disclosed to you how they really get down, especially with the Four of Swords in reverse. I'm not sure if they've disclosed this information to you, or maybe they did. Maybe, you know what I just got? This is the type of person that, like, if you wanted to lock something down with them, they would say something like, if they were to tell you no, I'm not trying to have a stable relationship with you, and if you got upset, this is the type of person who would be like, well, you knew what it was. You knew what it was when you met me. That's kind of what just came through. Like, you knew what it was when you met me. It's how they feel. So that's probably why they find it so easy to walk away, because they never, like, actually tether themselves to people. Yeah, like, this person, they're comfortable in a sense being in this independent energy, you know, especially with the Hermit card coming up. This person could definitely be, like, super critical, like how Virgos do. So they're always, like, the crazy thing is, like, they're in tune with themselves. So you could say, well, this type of energy is really fucked up for somebody to have. They just kind of, like, you know, treat people with so much love and care, make people fall in love with them, and then they just walk away. It's like, you could look at it and say, well, that's really effed up the way this person treats someone. But to this person, I feel like they find comfort in being by themselves. I feel like they find some type of comfort within always constantly moving forward. Their intuition is coming up heavy too. So I don't know. This could literally just be what they're guided to do. And you can't really control someone else's actions, is kind of what I'm getting. You know, you can't really control their actions. You know, you can't really tell people what to do. Like, you know? So yeah, how this person acts, they're definitely so very much charismatic. They definitely show up with a presence. They always go out and get what they want. They're definitely a presence in a social situation. When they walk into the room, it's really like all eyes on them, because they have the ability to literally create the vibes. Like, this person creates the vibes, so charismatic. But underneath all of that charisma, they're a bird. Like, I don't want to call somebody a bird, but they're just a bird. Like, they go with the wind, and that's just who this person is. They go with the wind, and whatnot. And how they feel is that they're always constantly forward thinking, looking towards, you know, moving forward, like forward moving. Like, they're never in one spot for too long. It seems like they're being, you know, guided to do this. I don't know if this person really likes their behavior though, you know. I'm not sure, especially with that Hermit card. Sometimes the Hermit stands for, like, depression and whatnot, or just being in that energy for too long causes some type of depression. But this person, especially with the Three of Cups, I don't really want to say that. I just feel like this person likes it best to be on their own, like, you know. So that's just kind of how I feel. Yeah. I just feel like this person likes it best just to be on their own. It's just what they do. Like, I had some cards that fell out on the ground. Yeah. So that's what I have. I was gonna get some cards from Psychic Tarot for the Heart. I think I'm gonna just go ahead and do that, because I'm, like, shuffling and I'm like, should I not, should I not? So yeah, I think I will. All right, so let's get an additional card for how do they act. How do they act? So the Three of Cups came up again. I'm just gonna lay that there. Yeah, the Three of Cups came up again. Basically, this person, similar to my message that I stated before, this person, I mean, you can have fun with this person. You could potentially have fun. Like, you know, your interactions are really the best. You might go out and do a lot of fun things with this person. They might just be an all-around fun person to be around. Very sharing and giving, caring is kind of what I was trying to say. But I really think that this person, like, this is just a part of them being a player. Like, a player can't be a player unless the player knew how to make people fall in love with them. Like, and if I was saying this was an F boy, this could also be an F girl. Like, this could literally be anybody, but it's really just the energy, you know? It's just that there was a lot of masculine energies that came into the mix. So I was like, all right, man, you know? But for the most part, I think that this is just how they act towards everybody, you know? I really think that's just what they do. You possibly met them in a social situation and they were being in a raw form, and then you started to like them and potentially got caught up. So let's just get one more card for how do they feel? How do they feel? So I got the 7 of Wands. I'm going to just put that on top of that on here. Which, actually, now that I see the 7 of Wands, it definitely kind of makes sense as to why the Hermit's here and why they just prefer to be on their own. And that's literally because this person is hella blocked when it comes to love. So that's possibly why they can't really stabilize any type of relationships in that way. This is the type of person, oh my God. This is the type of person that will have no issues with having like sex with you. They'll have no issues with having that type of intimacy. They see it as fun. You know, this could definitely be a pleasure-seeking type of person. They'll have no issues with having sex with you. But when it comes down to trying to stabilize the relationship, they're going to block you, number one, or they're highly likely to block the relationship. And then they're highly likely to turn around and tell you, well, you knew what it was when you met me. I'm dead. Like, if you're dealing with this person, I'm not laughing at the fact that you're dealing with them. I'm just laughing at the behavior, because this is very prevalent in our society today when it comes to relationships with people, you know? So this is how they act versus how they feel. I hope you got some clarity, some messages from this pile. And go ahead and like, comment, and subscribe. And I will catch you on the other reading. Well, yeah, the new ones that I post. I'll catch you then. Hey, my deck 2 people that chose the amethyst with the Cosmic Tarot deck. Your reading is here. I went ahead and shuffled, only because my shuffling takes time. I literally shuffle vigorously and let the cards fall out. To each its own. So yeah, this section over here is how do they act, and then this section over here is how do they feel. Off the rip. Off the rip, I can tell you. Okay, well, let me tell you what the cards are. First and foremost, we have the Prince of Cups clarified. Oh, Prince of Cups is the Knight of Cups clarified by the 8 of Wands. Okay. Well, okay then. And then we have the 3 of Pentacles clarified by the Justice card. Well, okay then. Okay. Whomever you have on your mind, how do they act? So this person, I feel like there should really be there's really no questions. Like, there's really no questions. It's kind of what I'm getting. This person is laying it on thick. Like, this person is definitely laying it on thick. And what I mean by laying it on thick is that they have some type of love for you, especially with this Knight of Cups card. They definitely have some type of love for you. Look at Bull, like, look at Bull. Nah, look at him. Let me show you this card. Look at him. He looked like, I'm coming for that. I had to censor myself for a second. But he's really like, I'm coming for that. Especially with this Eight of Wands card. Yeah, there's really no questions. Like, this person, they want to have something to do with you. Especially with the Three of Pentacles coming up as well. That's collaboration. That's building a foundation. This is building a I said foundation, right? Yeah, it's they want to establish some type of like mutually giving and beneficial type of relationship with you, whether it be like, you know, you guys are just kind of dating and whatnot, dating to have a serious type of relationship. This person's serious about you. I really can't say anything else. Like, it's very straightforward and clear. They're serious about you, and they're showing you this attention. They could be telling you they could always be communicating this to you, like, I'm feeling you, I'm feeling you, I'm feeling you. Like, so this could be a lot of communication, whichever methods that they decide to communicate with you. But they definitely are throwing you a lot of attention. Like, they're laying it on thick, and it's just what they're doing. They're trying to build some type of relationship with you. They want to work with you. With the Justice card too, I feel like in a way it's kind of like they see it as this is the right thing to do, or this is kind of only fair, you know. So being mutually giving to this relationship, to this connection, let me say, they feel like it's only right. Like, they feel like it's only fair. Like, I don't know what else to say. Yeah, they feel like it's only right. It could either be because this person might have like went through some things in the past. They might have had a lot of like fucked up relationships, and they just feel like even if they were the person that contributed to the toxicity in their last relationship, they feel like it's only right for them to do this in a different way, to do this in a better way. If this was somebody that you've dealt with in the past, someone that you had a falling out with, they might feel as though like this is the only thing, or the only right way to do this, you know. Maybe in the past they didn't really like tell you how they felt about you. That's probably why they're so eager to tell you now. But it's a lot of energy that's really being thrown your way. So yeah, I'm definitely feeling like this is someone that you could have been dealing with in the past, especially with the Fool card coming up. I never know. Like, I never know until I get clarifiers. Yeah, definitely with the Fool card coming up as well. I feel like this is somebody that you dealt with in the past, and they just want to like start out on something new. They want to have a new type of relationship with you. It's kind of what I'm feeling. Or they might even just want to take the relationship to the next level if this happens to be someone that is new to you. You feel me? Let's get another card for how do they act. Shoot. Oh, God. So I got two cards, y'all. You gonna be like, oh my God. Like, I got two additional cards, so I'm just gonna put them down. The first card that I got was the Knight of Pentacles. So yeah, how they act. They definitely want to stabilize this relationship. Whenever I get why I say the Knight of Pentacles? I'm so sorry, y'all. King of Pentacles. Whenever I get the King of Pentacles, I always feel like that's the, well, I'm sorry. I always feel like this is like the let me upgrade you card. Like, let me upgrade you. But this person definitely showing up as the King of Pentacles energy. Just for clarification, they definitely want to, you know, stabilize this relationship. I feel like they want to take it to the next level. And if this was somebody from the past, they want to start over and have a new connection with you, and they may be a little bit much more serious, especially with that Three of Pentacles. It's just coming through as like, this person is serious. And then the other card I got was, again, the Knight of Cups. So you got it right there. This is just how this person acts, is they act like they got some damn sense. Just playing. They're acting like they want to have a stronger connection with you, you know, and it's one based off of some type of love or admiration or something that they have for you. So this person definitely, they love you, and they want to and they are laying it on thick, like they are letting you know, or it may even be through their actions, through the different things that they do, and whatnot. But it's really showing up heavy in their energy, that it just is what it is. Shoot. So that's what they're doing. Let's look at how they feel. So I have the Six of Swords. That is clarified by the Two of Wands. I have the Moon card, which is clarified by the Nine of Swords. So how they feel. In a sense, I feel one or two ways. I feel like this person, they know what they're doing. Like, you know, their actions are very much showing one thing, but I think like deep down within, there's something else that's kind of going on, especially within their emotionality. I feel like if this is somebody that you dealt with in the past, they might have some type of anxieties, especially with the Nine of Swords card and the Moon. They may have a lot of subconscious level feelings of fear, of anxiety, and I really think it's only because they want to start off and have a new relationship with you. If this is someone that you dealt with in the past, that's something that they want to move forward and do. But sometimes I don't think they really understand the direction that they want to take it in, or practically how it's going to happen. You know, like this is really the energy of someone who's kind of laying it on thick. It's like, you know, to you, you would look at them and think, oh, well, you really must know what you're doing. But then deep down inside, I feel like they really question themselves in some ways. Yeah, I really think this person wants to have a relationship with you, but how they feel sometimes is they may not know like how to direct, how to really, I don't want to say take the lead, but how to really direct the connection, you know, like how is it going to go in a sense, or how are they going to accomplish what it is that they want? They may have some fears related to that. And that's the same thing too if it's somebody new, you know. This person, they definitely been through some things in past relationships, whether it be a relationship that they had with you, or whether it be something that they've had in the past. So let's see what card came up here. Okay. All right. Okay. So yeah. 10 of Pentacles. 10 of Pentacles kind of branches off of the King of Pentacles. So even though this person might have some anxieties and fears about how they're really going to lock this thing down, I think the fears and anxieties are only natural when you're considering having a connection with someone in the first place, and then when you're also considering of taking that connection to the next level. And then you're also considering your emotions and how you feel and being vulnerable. So I think it's more so within this person and their vulnerable, in their ability to be vulnerable in their vulnerabilities, and them like looking at it and possibly questioning like, okay, well, what if I do decide to keep going this direction? You know, what is gonna happen? Like, I think this is kind of a natural thing that people feel. It's kind of what I'm getting. So they might have like a lot of fears and stuff about like, how am I going to lock this down, or how am I going to achieve what it is that I want to achieve? Like, but this person, they're just they're just going, like, you know what I'm trying to say? Like, they're not really, they have those fears and anxieties, but those things aren't in a sense stopping them. Like, it's not really halting them. This card came out, the Seven of Wands, in reverse. I just feel like I have to honor it and whatnot. I feel like I have to, like, when the cards come out in reverse, I'm just like, you know what? I have to honor it because it fits into the message and it makes sense. Like, and I'm just like, all right, that I can understand now. You know, sometimes I just feel like I have to honor it. But, for the most part, This person, well, in the last pile, pile number 1, they were dealing with like an F-boy who was being hella blocked and blocking a relationship. This pile is like the complete opposite. Like this person, they don't want to, in a sense, block things from moving on, which is why I think they do acknowledge that subconsciously they do have those fears and anxieties, but in the end, they don't want that to be the reason why they don't have a successful relationship or they don't have a successful connection with you. So that's why I feel like this is like natural, but this person is definitely someone who is, in a sense, kind of like resilient. They push past their fears and they push past their anxieties. Like, that's what's up. That's definitely what's up. Like, that's definitely what's up. I should have pulled these cards before, but here. So over here, for how they act, I have the Emperor card, which is lead. So yeah, basically how, like I said, like this person isn't really playing games. Like they know in a sense what it is that they want, and that's what they're going after. I got the vibe already with the 8 of Wands card, but this is kind of just like the icing on the cake, the cherry and the whipped cream on top. Like this person knows what they want, and they know what they want. And that's how they act. They act like they know what it is that they want. What it is that they want, rather. I don't know how else to say it. I already knew from the first 4 cards that, all right. This is how they're acting. This is how they're acting. Over here, I have the Shine card. Shine. I want to go ahead and get another card too. But pretty much for how they feel, this person, they're gonna push forward. Like, you know, they're gonna definitely push forward past their anxieties. I feel like they possibly dealt with, you know, like I said, a lot of toxicity and real messed up relationships in the past, but I definitely see them with the opportunity beckons. This is actually the 4 of Cups. I definitely see them and this is the 4 of Cups here in reverse. I definitely see them taking this opportunity. You know, I definitely see them knowing that this was something that was, in a sense, this connection could be something that was gifted to them by the universe, and this isn't something that they're just gonna sit on. You know, they're not gonna just let this pass them up. You know, I definitely think that regardless of the fears and anxieties, like I said, they're still gonna push forward. You know, so that's all that I have. Deck 2 people, make sure to like, comment, subscribe to my channel, and I will catch you another time. All right, my deck 3 people, if you chose the rose quartz with the Neo Tarot, your reading is here. On the left side, we have how do they act, and then how they act. And then on the right side, we have how they feel. So we will go ahead and look at how do they act. We have the World card, clarified by strength. The 7 of Cups, clarified by the Knight of Swords. And let me just go ahead and call out the how they feel section, we have the Seven of Wands clarified by the Queen of Wands, and then we have the Four of Cups clarified by the Queen of Cups. All right, so let's just go ahead and start with this side. How they feel or how they act. Excuse me. So how this person acts, the kind of vibe that I'm getting from this section, the kind of vibe I'm really getting is like, this person is a newly single person. Like, I feel like they were in a relationship or had a connection with someone that was like super intense, and it might have lasted for like years, or it just could have been like super intense. Like, they could have had they could have exchanged a lot of energies. They could have lived together. They could have had children. Just some type of really strong connection that they had with someone. And I feel like that connection ended. And I feel like through it ending, this person, in a sense, kind of got like meshed in with the other person's energies. They were super tethered to this other person. And I feel like how they're acting now is they're just like a newly single person, but they're not like that single person that's just kind of like, all right, I'm gonna go out and start busting it wide open for everybody. This person is definitely someone who, in a sense, is like regaining their strength and independence, and being an independent person. Like, I feel like this person is kind of understanding again that they the world is their oyster in a sense. I feel like they were in just like a super strong and connected relationship with someone else, and now that they've come out of it, and I feel like it could have been definitely a codependent type of relationship where their partner always required them to show up in this one way, and if they didn't show up in that way, then it just wasn't enough. They could have had a partner that just required too much. Like, the partner would be like, oh, bring me some candy, and I guess the person would bring them some candy, but it wouldn't be the right candy or something. Or like, oh, bring me something to eat, and it's like, if they didn't bring it and it was at the correct temperature, oh, that's extreme. The correct temperature, then they would be like, no, this isn't what I wanted. Like, you know, they just were dealing with someone who just had like extreme needs, and whenever they felt like they were doing something right, they were always confronted with the fact that they were doing something wrong. So I feel like this person coming out of this relationship is now, in a sense, understanding that they are an independent person, and they have the option to choose whatever it is that they want, especially with the Seven of Cups card, whatever they want in life. So I feel like this is also a card where it's like, oh, confusion, but then it's also where it's like you have options and you have choices. And I feel like this person, especially with the Knight of Swords card, is like pushing forward towards, you know, regaining their independence, especially when it comes to love, romance, and having connections with people. It's kind of what I'm getting. So let me just get some clarification. So if this was someone that you were considering having some type of relationship with or connecting with, I kind of see this person not really interested in having any like connections at this time, especially with the King of Pentacles in reverse. I don't really see them I don't know if it's something that they're choosing not to do just because they're choosing, or if it's something that they have to do for themselves, because that's different, you know. Because you know people be choosing. Like, let's keep it real. People choose. Like, they want to choose when things are convenient for them. But I think that this person is choosing themselves because they have to. That's kind of what I'm getting. They're choosing themselves because they have to. Like, that's strong and that's powerful. Like, Sorry, y'all. Sometimes my shuffling is vigorous. It's vigorous. So I have the Temperance card that's showing up as far as how they act. So yeah, I definitely think that this person, how they're acting right now, is, like I said, very much so. With the Temperance card, they're in healing mode. Like, this is something that they had to do. You know, they have to spend this time essentially regaining their strength and independence, because they were just in something that was just really completely toxic for themselves, and they had to, it ended. They had to get out of it, and now they're starting over, in a sense. It's like they're starting over. They're turning over a new leaf is kind of what I'm getting. But within them turning over a new leaf, they don't really have the space right now to really have any type of new romantic or intimate type of connection, with someone. So I feel like that's how they're kind of acting right now. Is like they're really uber focused on themselves right now. I really feel like it's something that they had to do. Like, it's something that they had to do. So even if they are understanding that they have options and choices, whether it be within people or just within different different opportunities that they could be presented in with life or within their life, I see them taking full advantage of that fact. I can't say what they're going to choose, but I can definitely tell you right now that this person is choosing themselves. Like, they're choosing themselves. Their self, or themselves. They are. They are. So let's look at how they feel. All right. So with the 7 of Wands and with the 4 of Cups, I can already tell you, like, right now, they're not really open. They're not really open to any additional connections. Like, they don't feel that way, with the 4 of Cups, the universe could literally be handing them a whole new relationship that might be like 10 times better than what it was that they were experiencing in the past. Like, this new relationship could be like everything they ever wanted emotionally and whatnot, but they're not really focused on that. They don't feel like they can start something again. Like, they don't feel that way, they just don't. And I feel like it's just their emotions. They went through, the ringer, I feel like, in their last romantic relationship and connection, and I just don't see them being able to open up themselves to something new, even if that's what they wanted. They just whenever I see the 4 of Cups, I always think like, nah, I'm good. I'm good, love. They're definitely blocking any connection. So if people are coming at them, as far as how they feel is, they're not gonna start anything new. Like, they're not. They're really not. Like, they're not. Like, and I do see that there's there are people, that's trying to get with this person. Like, if you're watching this, like, I really see that you're throwing some real energy at this person, but it's really not something that they're trying to do right now. Excuse me, my cards fall out on the ground. Oh boy. So how they feel. Remember how I was like, I don't know what they're choosing to do, but that's just what they're going to choose to do, like, because they're choosing themselves. I feel like this person right now, they're trying to see if they, in a sense, I don't want to say if they still got it, but I think they're trying to see if they're still, in a sense, like, desirable to other people. So right now, how they feel is they could potentially feel like, I've been in a really shitty relationship in the past. I want to see if I still got it. Like, I want to see if I still got what it takes. I want to see if I can still bag people. It's kind of what it is. But I don't really see them wanting to legit be in like a serious relationship. I just think they want to see if they can still pull people, you know, especially with that Page of Wands card coming up. Yeah, I don't. And the crazy thing too is I feel like this person wants to remain in this energy for some time. So they're choosing themselves, in a sense. It's crazy though, because this person is like on some real, like they're on the F love vibe, the F love wave, you know when you were like younger, or you may even be dealing with it right now, where it's like someone hurt you from the past, and then you're just like, man, F love, people all the same. I don't want to deal with people anymore, man. F love. Like, this person definitely in some F love, in the F love type of vibe, where they are choosing themselves, but at the end of the day, like, they're not really stabilizing any type of relationship. Like, and they're gonna remain in this energy for some time, or they feel like they want to remain in this energy. Like, this is the wave that they're on right now, for the most part. So whomever this is, they're acting like, I'm single. You know the Lil Wayne song where he be like, I'm single. Like, this is the I'm single vibe. You know, I'm single. Oh, you're not just single. You're single. Yeah, this person's single. Like, and that's how they feel. They feel single. So I'm gonna go ahead and just get some more messages from the Psychic Tarot for the Heart deck. All right. I'm single. So I have the Darkest Fears card, which is the Nine of Swords. So I'm just gonna lay that right here. This definitely kind of ties into to my messages as far as like this person's past and whatnot. Like, I definitely just think that they were in like a really effed up past relationship, one that really made them feel super anxious and just super fearful. And I just don't see them, as far as how they're acting, I don't see them really acting like they want to connect with somebody on that level, you know. Like I said, they're single. Then what came up again, literally when I tell you the Seven of Wands, and actually the Seven of Wands came up here too. Like, so the Seven of Wands is coming up here too. Like, yeah, this person's definitely hella defensive and blocking. Is how they act. So this person is single, but they're like, because they've been through some stuff in the past, like in their last relationship, they're definitely like, they have walls up, you know. They have walls up, really. Like, or they may like really feel like they're in a mode where they have to defend themselves, possibly because they did in that last super demanding relationship, you know. Yeah. Yep. So with the Seat card coming up, I believe this card is the Hermit in this deck, but with it coming up in the reverse, it's unfortunate, but I do think this person is still getting over their breakup. Like, they're still kind of getting over the heartbreak, and the way that they're getting over it is they're just like, oh, I forgot I'm a single person. Like, and now they're trying to, in a sense, regain, like I said, their independence. But inward, I feel like they definitely are depressed in a sense. You know, they're definitely depressed. They're still getting over this relationship that they were in, the connection that they were in. They're still getting over it. Is kind of what I'm getting. see what else. Right. This is the dedicated effort card. Let me turn it up right. I believe in this deck, this is the 8 of Pentacles. So I'm just going to take it as it comes. Yeah, with the 8 of Pentacles in reverse and then also the 8 of Cups in reverse that's under there, I just don't see this person really leaving this energy for too long. I don't see them leaving this energy. Like, I don't see them really feeling like they want to put in any type of work when it comes to relationships and intimacy, being intimate with another person, having some type of connection. I don't really see this person right now being in the emotional like in the space to be able to do so. This person's heart chakra could be definitely blocked. But it is blocked for a legit reason, you know? It's blocked for a legit reason if they're coming out of like a breakup with being like a super toxic type of relationship or connection. I definitely see their heart chakra just being all the way type of blocked. So I don't know, this person, if anything, their actions are consistent with how they feel, but they still kind of want to get out there and see if they still got it, possibly to see if they're still desirable, because they may have been made to feel like they weren't desirable in their last relationship. So I think they, in a sense, are choosing them. They're choosing them, but they're still going through like a breakup. And you already know, like when you deal with breakups, there's just a series of different emotions that you feel. It's like when you're grieving something, there's those different stages of grief. And I think that this person is just kind of going through those stages, and they might like start to accept the relationship and then they go right back then, like back to where they were. Or they could just be in the beginning stages of grieving, because I feel like this is something that's fresh. And I feel like they're in a process of, like I said, trying to regain their independence and understanding that they do have choices, like that they can choose to do whatever it is that they want to do. It's their life, you know. One of the choices that the person is making, that's on your mind, one of the choices that they're making is to possibly put themselves out there. But I don't really see them doing so in like a serious manner to actually build some type of relationship. I think they're still going through you know, the motions. I think that they're still going through some sort of like depression. I think that they're not really looking to lock anything down right now. And if you were to approach them to try to have some type of relationship with them, I feel like how they feel is like they're just kind of like, I'm good. Like, no, I'm good. You know, so this was your reading, Pile 3 that chose the Rose Quartz. This was your reading. And I hope you were able to find some messages that were applicable. I hope that it was that it resonated, and make sure that you like, comment, subscribe to my YouTube channel, and I will catch you in another one.